with Ken and Ace at the table. What's the problem, baby? Crazy. They ain't charter than never.
I get it 365. Them gotta get it. I need it steady. No one give it all I give. How we live? How we live? How we live? They don't love her. They just love it. How we live? How we live? How we live? See, they
broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. It's the Chicago Bulls taking on the Atlanta Hawks. And it's the Hawks to start out. Chicago's starting lineup. Grant is out there with Pippen. Then it's Cartwright. Then it's John Paxson. And it's Jordan in at the two-guard spot. And that one's good. Wilkins.
Nice make for him as they get the scoring started.
Yeah, he gets it going, and who knows now? You know, it might be a really big night in store for him.
Then for three. And Willis pulls it down. Here's Atlanta. Pass to Whitman. Rivers with it. He's picked up by Pippen. Rivers against Pippen. A nice shot by Rivers.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
On defense, Atlanta. 4-point game. Grant kicks to Jordan. And that one comes up a bit short.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Now here's Wilkins. Shoots from the elbow. Again, the Hawks good for two.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Here's Cartwright. And again, Chicago. No good.
That's the third straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
The 17-footer. Here's Rollins. That's good.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And now that the seal is broken, maybe their shooting will start to improve.
Yeah, I don't think they really wanted to have as cold a start as they did, but maybe that'll break the ice and they'll move forward and find fashion from here.
Here's Whitman. The rebound by Pippen.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Rivers passes to Rollins. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Atlanta shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And he knocks down the first one.
2 shots.
Rollins hits them both. Bulls trail by 8. Now Paxson. Left side Pippen. To the paint. Pass break here. Here come the Hawks. Look at that jam. Just beautiful.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia.
You know, he just, like every other coach, can't stand when the defense gives up points on the inside. And boy, are they struggling in there.
Yeah, well, they're getting pummeled in there. So you've got to figure out a way to make some adjustments to try to change that around. And that's why he needed the timeout.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
Yeah, just frustrated by their lack of production offensively, and I can't blame them. I mean, they're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
Yeah, and the slump that they're having shooting the ball can take its toll on you if you're not mentally strong. So I like this timeout here to try to get those guys reset and refocused.
And the Hawks making a change here. Concac's checked in. Pippen dishes to Jordan. Just 5 on the clock. That's tipped. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Shot from 12. No good off the front iron.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number 1 of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
For the Hawks, Spud Webb, he's checked in for Whitman, and it's Johnson in for Doc Rivers. Then for the Bulls, Corzine, he's checked in for Cartwright. Sellers comes in for Scottie Pippen, and Vincent subbed in for Paxson. Now here's Wilkins. He's got 6, and it's Willis finishing it off.
No doubt they've come into this game with a really aggressive approach, just pounding the ball inside.
It certainly is working. They're finding the open lanes to the hoop and owning this game early.
Jordan against Webb. A nice shot by Jordan.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Here's Atlanta now. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Pass to Willis.
You can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this
Good
run.
look, and the shot is good.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Atlanta leading by 10. Johnson attacking. And off there. He misses his first shot of the night. Now the Bulls with it. Fires the 3. And again, it's Michael Jordan. Jordan's got 7.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
Yeah, you know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
Livingston's checked in for the Hawks. Chicago also making some changes. Bill Cartwright, he's checked in for Corzine. Pippen comes in for Sellers. And it's Paxson in for Vincent. 1:05 left here in the first quarter. Webb. Michael Jordan grabs the miss.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. So I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Atlanta.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
Now, here is Webb. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. The pass to Conklin, and he dunks it down.
Yeah, he went for a little extra on that one.
Well, he usually doesn't finish soft. Obviously, you know, he can when necessary, sure, but not that time.
Not when you can throw it down like that.
Yes, sir.
Here's Webb after the Bulls pick up 2. Plays it up and banks it in.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Always going up for the alley-oop here, and Wilkins slams it in.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
Paxson passes to Cartwright. It's Chicago with another bucket.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Let's keep it going for your very own Atlanta Hawks cheerleaders.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
You know, they're not going to sit back and just take jump shots. It's all about attacking the paint and getting to the rim.
That's who they are. They've been the aggressor early, attacking the hoop and getting into that paint.
Rivers out there with Whitman. Then there's Antoine Carr. And there's Livingston. And it's Rollins in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Rivers against Hodges. Here's Carr. Can't get it to go. Davis with some nice D. Bulls trail by 5. Pass to Hodges. Stolen by Rivers. Out to the right wing. Carr with the screen on Pippen. A nice shot by Rivers. And the Hawks lead by 7.
And look, he's not the best athlete, but he's able to create the space he needs to operate.
Here's Jordan. Cannot hit. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Rivers. Rebound by the Bulls. Here's Pippen. And the Bulls with another miss. The Hawks leading by 7. Livingston the pass to Rollins. There's the pick. Tries from 10. And the 7'1" Bill Cartwright extends for the rebound. And a wide open look for Jordan. That doesn't go either for Jordan. Here's Rivers. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here.
Shooting one.
Hastings, he's checked in for Atlanta. Willis comes in for Carr. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Corzine, he's checked in for Cartwright. Who comes in for Davis. Sellers checked in for Pippen. And Vincent subbed in for Michael Jordan. Livingston. That's tipped. Bulls trail by 9. Sellers. The offensive rebound. Got a piece of it. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Whitman. Great pass to set up the way in.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him. Just not happy with how his team is playing, and they just have been on the wrong side of this run.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? Sometimes just a pause in the action, which is what a timeout can give you, is enough to change things around.
Chicago calls timeout. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Atlanta leading by 11. To the middle. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
You know what? They just are in a funk right now offensively. A good time to maybe come up with a play to get them a good look.
Well, most coaches, usually have a go-to speech or tactic that they can use when they need it most. So we'll see if that's the case here.
So Chicago ends up going with a new group. It's Pippen on the wing to stop the run. Cartwright inside. Hastings grabs the board.
That's what we call good defense in the paint, worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Jordan against Whitman. Now here's Jordan. Defense right on him. Shot clock at 6. Paxson gets it to go from beyond the arc. Paxson's got his first 3 points of the game.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Atlanta making some changes. Dominique Wilkins, he's checked in for Livingston. Webb comes in for Whitman. And it's Johnson in for Doc Rivers. Johnson kicks to Wilkins. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Concax checked in for Hastings.
John Concax.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Down by 12. Here's Paxson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Paxson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Jordan with a delightful delivery on that one.
Shoots a fader. Johnson kicks to Webb. There's 1:47 left here in the second. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds. But they still come up empty. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And check out the bounce.
Oh, bounce to the ounce. Clark, how about that?
Yeah.
All right,
You
showing
said
him
it,
off
Kevin.
right there. Good move.
You said it, my man. He's a highlight reel waiting to happen.
Dishes it to Wilkins. Jordan against Webb. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Well, I'll tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
It's Jordan on the wing. He's guarded by Johnson. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Well, just take a look at what Jordan's done tonight. He's got 11 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
Good on both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
The Hawks leading by 8. Webb with it.
That's his second personal foul. If he gets another, it probably puts him on the bench for the rest of the first half.
This is his first free throw of the game. And that one falls for Webb.
At the line for 2.
And so Webb nails both of them. And here's Paxson. He's got 5. There's 42 seconds left in the first half. And again, Chicago, no good.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Rollins comes in for Concac, and it's Carr in for Willis. And a change for the Bulls. Davis is checked in. The shot by Wilkins, no good.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Cartwright misses.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
Outside Wilkins. And we finished one half of basketball. Hawks lead by 10. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. The second half about to start here in just a few moments. What a game we're seeing from Michael Jordan.
Yeah, he was in attack mode from the word go. Came out very aggressively in that first half.
Take a look at his shot chart. It looks like the ink spilled right at the rim. No reason for him to settle for anything less.
Taking a look at the Bulls. They've got Pippen. Cartwright is out there with Grant. Then it's Jordan. And it's Paxson in at point guard. Stolen by Pippen. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Here's Rollins. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
Chicago ball.
Bulls trail by 6. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Wilkins. That's tipped. It's Pippen with a drive. Here's Jordan. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen. And that's 17 points for Jordan. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Rivers against Paxson. It's deflected.
It's been a cold spell for them coming out of the half, missing their first 3 shots. A tough start.
Pippen can't hit.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Now here's Rivers. He's got 6. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Rivers has got 8 points.
That one goes down, but offensively, just 1 of 4 to start the third quarter.
Yeah, I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
Concax checked in for Rollins. The Bulls also changing it up. Corzine comes in for Bill Carton. And Vincent subbed in for Paxson. Whitman. Rebound by the Bulls.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
And again, no good by Chicago.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
Jordan, he's open. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Rivers passes to Whitman. Willis with a screen on Jordan. There's a screen by Willis. Here's Rivers. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Rivers has got 10.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
And the dunk by Grant.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
They can't guard us on the perimeter.
Sellers checked in for Chicago. Hodges comes in for Jordan.
Spacing.
Cheerleaders, one more time. Give it up.
Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. Rivers kicks to Willis. It's tipped. The second chance effort and can't hit the shot. But they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
The Hawks have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one falls for Willis. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Cartwright's checked in for Corzine. Pippen comes in for Sellers. Jordan, he's checked in for Hodges. And it's Paxson in for Vincent. Bulls trail by 6. Paxson kicks to Jordan. Pick by Cartwright. Jordan dishes to Pippen. Five on the clock. That one rolling around and rims out.
You know, not really a significant margin in terms of them rebounding, but enough to get the job done.
Yeah, but one more advantage in the stat column, and that's what's translated to this lead.
Here's Jordan. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen. Pippen's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The Hawks leading by 4. Now Rivers. 10 points for him. 11 feet away. It's hauled in by Pippen.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Rivers passes to Willis. Off the left rim and out. Up top, Paxson to tie. Goes back up. Here's Jordan, and it's denied. And it was not a clean block. Whistle blows and a foul on the defender here. It's a shooting foul, so free throws will be coming up. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease, guys, just as much in this half as the first.
They've consistently drilled the mid-range jumper tonight as well, which has forced the D to come out on them.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Hastings, he's checked in for Koncak. Livingston comes in for Kevin Willis. Spud Webb, he's checked in for Whitman. And it's Johnson in for Doc Rivers. Webb, and he uses the glass on the layup. Webb's got 8.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Jordan against Webb. And they double up Jordan. Pass to Cartwright. Here's Paxson. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Johnson, and it's blocked by Jordan. Here's Grant. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
Johnson attacking. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
And the Hawks making a change here. Rollins is checked in. Then for the Bulls, Purdue, he's checked in for Cartwright. Davis is subbed in for Pippen. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Paxson kicks to Jordan. Purdue the screen. Jordan dishes to Davis. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got 5 assists in the game. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Hawks ahead, leading by a point. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Livingston is out there with Kevin Willis. And it's Rivers. Then there's Rollins. And it's Whitman at the 2. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Oh, nice play on D. Got that hand in the face and prevent.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented. For plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Livingston. That one off the back iron and out. Chicago leading. Down low. Here's Jordan. And that one is stuffed right through.
And check out the bounce.
Oh, bounce. Bounce to the ounce. Clark, how about that?
Yeah.
All right.
You
Showing
said
him
it,
off
Kevin.
right there. Good move.
You said it, my man. He's a highlight reel waiting to happen.
And it's Willis finishing it off.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Outside Pippen. He feeds it to Jordan. To the left side wing. Paxson passes to Cartwright. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Paxson, covered by Rollins. For 3. And John Paxson good for 3. And the Bulls lead by 4.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Yeah, it's not a surprise then to see them out in front the way they've been efficient offensively in this half and actually throughout the entire game.
Atlanta calls timeout. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to cool him off.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Yes, guys, over that break, I was able to catch the message that Atlanta's head coach was giving to his team. He told them it's time to fight and take the lead. Let's put ourselves in position to bring it home. Guys, we'll see if they've got what it takes to get it done.
Rivers against Paxson. Rivers passes to Rollins. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
And the dunk by Grant.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high, fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Here's Rivers, and it's blocked by Jordan. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. Chicago leading by 4. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. No good. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Here's Rivers. Rollins with a screen on Paxson. Outside Wilkins. Looking to get back on track here. And he sinks the layup. Wilkins on par today with his career shooting percentage. Right around 46%. Chicago with the ball. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Grant the pass to Cartwright. Got a hand on it, and they'll keep possession. Grant kicks to Jordan. And they double up Jordan out to the right wing. Paxson takes a big high bounce and goes in. And the Bulls lead by 4.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
It's Wilkins with the drive. Finished strong by Dominique Wilkins.
Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Hodges checked in for John Paxson. Wilkins has gone an even 50% from the field, shooting 6 for 12. Jordan kicks to Grant. Whitman. And it's all evened up.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very...
Shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Here's Jordan. Makes the most of the high percentage shots. Jordan's got 14 points here in the second half.
Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way. And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
Wilkins dishes to Rivers. The Hawks working the ball around. Feeds it to Wilkins. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals and 13 tries.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Here's Jordan. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Jordan's got 29 in the game.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're down by 2. 1:24 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Wilkins. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open.
Pass to Carter. There's the pick. Stolen by Rivers. There's a minute left in the fourth. It's Wilkins with the drive.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there. And really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
There's 57 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Rollins the pass to Willis. Here's Rivers. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way. What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
How about the cool, collected way in which he delivered it? Clutch.
There's a screen by Willis. Rivers kicks to Willis. Second chance shot, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
I agree. I mean, you would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is.
The Bulls making a switch here. Vincent's checked in. .27 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. That is the one saving grace of that situation.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. Can't sink it, and that was an important free throw. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The pass to Rollins. He kicks it to Wilkins. He nails it, and we're tied up.
And after all that time, finally, they've been able to tie it up here in the fourth quarter. What a comeback, and what a finish we have in store.
And their greatest enemy during that comeback was the clock, but they can finally stop worrying about time and start thinking about how to win this thing now.
Jordan. Oh, and he had a chance to win it right there, but couldn't get it to fall. Regulation is ended, and we're heading to overtime. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Well, if you're just joining us, as we watch this one go now to overtime. So Atlanta will get the first possession. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. So the Bulls 5 right now. They've got Grant. Jordan is out there with Paxson. Then there's Pippen. And it's Cartwright in at the 5 down low. Rivers kicks to Wilkins. On the money from 12 feet away. Wilkins has got the game tied up here for the Hawks.
And the road back into this game wasn't a short one, but they've managed to make it all the way back and tie this thing up.
And, Greg, I've got to admit to you, I mean, I did not think they were going to get all the way back. I thought they were done. But they've shown some serious resilience and character to battle this far back.
Rivers dishes to Wilkins. Lays it up and banks it in. Wilkins has got 22.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
To the middle. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're in front by 2. 1:35 left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. About 90 seconds off the clock here in the extra period. There's the killer two-handed slam.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Jordan can't get it to go. Atlanta leading by 4. To the middle. It's tipped. Whitman, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Kevin Willis is checked in for the Hawks.
Yeah, showing off a really smooth stroke there, and that will add to their lead. It's as if the defenses have just given up.
Yeah, you know, the pace has only picked up the deeper we've gotten into this game, which is remarkable. It speaks to the endurance and stamina of these teams, and it's also been a lot of fun to watch.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Jordan against Whitman. The feed to Rivers. Outside Wilkins. He dishes it to Rivers. The shot by Wilkins. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
I tell you what, folks. I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
And one area where they haven't struggled has been transition.
Yeah, I think that may be their ticket out of the hole. Look for even more of those quick hitters.
And so they foul intentionally.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Atlanta, Doc Rivers. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game. Chicago calls timeout. They're losing by 6. 23 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. Guys, what do you think?
And they still got a little time to play with, so a 3 and a quick foul could make things interesting.
Yeah, but they need some help. They're going to need some help any way you look at it. I mean, they're hoping for some missed free throws at the other end.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're behind by 6. There's 21 seconds left in overtime. Guys, your thoughts?
And I'm not sure the 2-point bucket does much here. I think they got to go for 3.
Yeah, it's no brainer, partner. I mean, that's their only choice. Shoot the 3 and hopefully get it down and then foul.
And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making them.
Here's Jordan.
Time running low here.
a quick score, Greg, and then probably foul him right away.
And they go to the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Yeah, but Greg, they didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Livingston, the pass to Webb. And so the Hawks take the win. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
Yeah, when adversity was at its greatest, they came up big. They seemed to relax a little bit once we got into overtime.
And that about wraps it up for Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching as Jordan presents the player of the game, Dominique Wilkins.